Hello and welcome to this video about Teac VRDS T-1 CD Transport. I'm not going to actually talk much about this unit as such, but more about repair of CD players in general. Firstly, let's talk about the modification. This unit has a tri-clock installed, as you see. It's not very well secured. And somewhere here there is a bit of glue. I've lost it, but yeah, it just came off. And what's interesting, that somebody thought that this can be improved, and this transport can be improved by installing more accurate clock, and perhaps it can. But when they picked up power from the power supply, they made a sort of loop there, which in itself could be an antenna radiating RF. You'd think that I'm sort of nitpicking, but in this particular unit you can see that the designers have put power cables inside of the shield. That shield has been grounded, and the same thing when it goes to the motor. So, you know, if I was doing it, and look even further, they put stickers on chips, you know, like copper stickers to prevent them from radiating. So maybe it is important to keep their specifications and keep the sound. So, you know, why not put that in the shield as well and just shorten it by 2 inches and, you know, get rid of the loop. But anyway, to the repairs. The two things that always go wrong with them: there is a belt there that drives the tray, but that's anybody can do it. You don't even have to remove anything, because the tray, there's a slot they provided for handling discs, and you can really replace the belt using that slot when the tray is fully retracted. Anyway, to the point. What goes really wrong is that there are 2 gears that just crumble into dust, and in here both have been replaced with the brass ones. Here's one, and there's another one there underneath. So somebody spent a lot of money, like $60–70 just to get them, probably plus shipping. And these are, I think they're made in Germany, because they're unavailable from Teac. And this is the only way to save these players from rubbish tip. So good on them. Where they failed is sort of on the simplest of things. On that belt and on the grease they've used, in general, in CD players, you don't grease anything that didn't have grease there before. But you have to use the right one. So what they've done, they put this belt, as you see, brand new, nice and round, and these bottle belts, they go tear shape even when you put them on the pulleys for a short time. But it is like a couple of mils too long. So my tip is, when you're fixing things yourself, and of course I cannot help it, people asking what's the size of the belt for a particular unit. Well, I don't know, because when I get them, they're already stretched, and some would turn into goo, you know, into like grease, you know, or tar paste. So what I suggest you do, and this is a plug for this company called Nanocamp. That again is a thing in Germany, and they will work it out all for you. So here's a couple of belts. I've ordered these for, I was about to do a Marantz CD-7. And these belts are more expensive than the ones that I use. I buy them wholesale for $2, and these are like probably €4. But you can see that they are noticeably smaller. So you would save yourself a lot of trouble if you trust somebody else to work out the correct size. And the second thing is the grease. I have this tub of, you know, grease, which is suitable for plastics, for gears and gear to metal. But if you don't, well, there it is. Again, nanocamp, this is what I got for that job. And okay, it costs a few euros, but you know, if you spend, I don't know, a few euros, but at least you won't destroy the player. You know, that person just sold that player for parts. And all I needed to do is to put the right belt, clean the old grease and put a new one. And of course, get that big gear right, because that's another trick that's not easy. But you set it with either tray in or out, you know, fully retracted or fully extended, and then slide the tray and it should then engage. So anyway, the site for that is either nanocamp.de or dindiki.com, okay? And they have, you know, whatever player you have, it's there. You can select manufacturer, and you know, I don't know if I get all those belts, because I mean they're good. For starters, they are silicone. They are not brittle, so they don't lose their shape, and they should last forever. But I would have to probably spend like 500 or 600 or 700 euros to get all the belts that I have in bottle. I can always get the right size among mine. But if you're doing it occasionally, you just cannot go past these, because somebody else worked out a kit for you. And this is for any player you want. And there are also all those greases. And there's another one which I'm going to talk about when I get to Marantz CD-7. There's a tool there for a replacement of tensioning of those things. Actually, I have a kit here, so don't think that you're just gonna get some belts. You also get the instruction, which tells you, you know, which of the belts go where, you know, because you got several. But on the tool, which is brilliant, if you do Marantz 94 or, you know, 15 and things like that, 7. That's the brilliant. The video coming shortly about Marantz CD-7, which, you know, it sits in the box there. It just waits its turn. So there you go. Invest in the right belt, you know. And obviously this guy is pretty professional about it. So you know, if this guy did, it would save him a few $100s. Well, thank you very much for your time. Until the next one. Bye-bye.